Hey, this is Jess with TRACT, and this video is all about culls. We wanted to record a video because we get a lot of customer questions about culls and how they work, so we wanted to hopefully explain that here in this video. Everybody treats culls differently, so we have the option to either pay the cull or not to pay the cull. The system default is going to be that if you enter a cull in on a ticket, then that weight is going to be deducted from the net weight. We call that the adjusted weight, and then that's the weight that's used to calculate payment for your tickets. So if you always deduct the culls and you don't pay culls, then you don't need to do anything in the system. However, if you treat your business differently and need to pay the cull for a logger or for a landowner, then you can override that default behavior. So let's say, for example, here we have a landowner expense, a logging expense, and a trucking expense. And let's say that we want to pay the cull for the landowner. So that means we're not going to deduct it from the net weight. So what we would do is go to this settings box and we would change edit cull payment. And so you see by default it's going to come up do not pay the culls. So that means that we're using the adjusted net weight. But in this case we want to override that and we want to pay the cull. So that means we're going to use the net weight, not the net adjusted weight. And you notice this up here changes, so it lets you know, hey, we're going to pay the cull for this distribution. And if you do this for every one of your landowners, we actually have a company-wide setting that we can set for your account so that every landowner stumpage that you create will default to this. Then we can update that for you. So just let us know if that's the case. Even if we do set that company-wide setting for you, you can always come in and override it. It's just that this will be the default for you instead of the system default of not paying the culls. So let's save this product and we'll show you how this works on a ticket. So once we get it saved, we're going to go over to the loads tab. We're going to create a load, and that product that I just changed was this P2, I believe. And so we're going to enter in, let's just enter in a flat weight. We're not going to have a tear, but let's just say we have a half a ton cull. So our adjusted net weight is 1950. And so that means what we changed here is we should pay the landowner on 20 tons, but everybody else is on 1950. So let's go ahead and save this ticket, and let's enter in a number that we can get back to easily. So just 02. Let's find, there's that ticket there. And if we scroll down to our payouts, then we'll see the units column. Notice everybody here got calculated at 1950, except for our landowner got calculated at 20 tons, and we take that rate, and the total amount is the 20 tons times the rate, $400. Everybody else is at the 1950 rate, or sorry, 1950 units times their rate. So that's how it works, and if you got any questions, as always, let us know. And if we need to adjust a company-wide setting for you, let us know about that as well.